But as we're laying back here nice and comfortably, give your muscles a good chance just to relax. Sometimes it's nice to bring a little smile to your face just to kind of stimulate on the physical level how everything feels right now. It's like the emotions and the body and the mind. It's like so excited to be here, to know that we're going to move, that things are going to invert and just feel better by the end of our time together. So this excitement, this little smile. And as we continue to progress through our class today, you'll notice that we're going to do some fun things, but we'll also pause, take little moments to just stretch, especially for some of those chronically tight areas, those areas that hold our attention, our kind of back areas, neck, and even some of those tight legs. So make sure to stretch through all of these different areas in good ways. So imagine each of these moments that we just pause and stretch. Imagine that's like a tonic for our body, for our system. So that tonic is that thing that we take into our system to just help everything feel better. So we're giving ourselves this little gift, and by us feeling better in those muscle groups, it's almost like we're preparing our whole body, our whole being to have more presence, to be more compassionate, to just be a good human being on earth right now. So that's kind of the fun little image, that image of taking a tonic during our good stretches. So with that image to lead us on, let's begin to stretch our arms all the way to the back wall. And start to let the shoulders go to the right. Shoulders to the left. Just take a couple of good cycles to each direction. Allowing the entire side body for each direction. Get that chance to breathe and move. Good. So going back through the center, start to bring your right hand to the chest. Give it a good hug. Right leg up to the sky. When you're ready for the hamstring, give it a good stretch and tuck upward. And hook that right heel to the back left side. Slide the shin in. A good hip. Let's take one more breath for that right hip. Leg back up to sky, good stretch. Drop the right leg down. Second side, left knee into the chest, give it a good hug. Leg up to sky when you're ready, feel that hamstring. Hook the heel all the way over to back right side for that open. Nice inhale. Exhale. Clear out the leg, maybe another little stretch up. And when we drop the leg back down, keep the legs inside. We're going to come up to sit. Let the fabric come down any degree on your back. So higher up is going to be less of a back bend. Further toward the hips is going to be a deeper back bend. And then let's grab onto the back edge, slide backwards. You're in a nice, kind of like a cobra pose, just hanging backwards. It's kind of a nice initial movement to get us into our spines. So we won't have to be here super long for this one. We'll take another inversion shortly after. If you ever want to release the hands, pass the hands off your back, and just pull backwards. That's really nice. Just feel the back muscle starting to open up to this direction. One more good inhale. Exhale, easy grip on. Roll the head up and take a forward fold over your legs. Helping to counter stretch that spine. Let the head drop forward for the knees, just like that. Another good inhale. Exhale. Let the left arm circle up to the sky and back. Then a little twist for the spine. And return that arm all the way forward. Second side up. Go back. Good. Releasing back forward. Let your head drop forward. One more breath. Take through the inhale. Nice exhale. And as we're sitting back up, let's head to a nice vampire pose, getting into our shoulders right away. So take that one thin layer over your shoulders. All the excess gets brought down to your waist. Take all the excess down to your feet. Using your both hands up high, left and right. Tuck the feet up, press the fabric to rise. And here I'm going to let you play with any inversions that you know. Just hang if you just want to be here. Play. I'll give you a couple of minutes of nice free time. And here I'll go lock that one. So the way I handle inversions is just keep on playing until your body's satisfied, it's comfortable, it's ready to rest. At that point, you'll head to your resting posture. When we get the majority of class resting, then we'll head to the next thing. So some of us will get there sooner, some of us later. Don't feel like you're rushed out, and don't stress. I'll always give you more inversions later. So just enjoy your time. If you're still playing with it, just be here a little bit longer. Okay, so we're all pretty much in that recovery pose. Just enjoy until you feel like your head and your blood pressure have readjusted. And then you'll kind of let me know that you're doing okay by working your way up to sit. No rush to get there. Good. So sitting up inside, let's clasp our hands behind our back. Working into our neck for a moment, shift the hands to the right hip. Then the right ear drops to the right shoulder. Just enjoy a couple of good deep breaths. Imagine we're taking a beautiful tonic just to help this area, that left part of the neck, feel really good. As head comes back up, hand shift to the left hip, then left ear goes to left shoulder. Head comes up. Release the hands, take the arms to the inside. We'll work into our hamstrings just a little bit more. So your right foot comes in so that your hands can try to clasp around that right foot. Once you've got the clasp, your spine leans back just a little bit to counterbalance the weight of your right leg, trying to get stretched up to the sky. If this one is way intense for that hamstring, you can flip your grip down to ankle, to calf, whatever is going to work for you. Gradually helping these hamstrings get just deeper and deeper as we go. It's nice and easy right here. For this leg, take one more good inhale. Exhale, drop the leg, crossing the right thigh over the left thigh. Grab onto the right half of your fabric and just continue to twist the spine. So your right arm can go to that back wall or circle around the back side of the head, taking a nice spiral. Good. Start to release. Uncross. Left leg in. Grab on wherever you can grip for that stretch up to sky. Another good inhale. Exhale, cross left thigh over. Grab onto the left part of the fabric. Left arm opens up the back wall or circles around the head. Another inhale. Exhale, easy release. Grip the fabric back up to the side that faces you inward towards the center of the room. And then lock the arm straight on that side. The hip that got lifted, speak it up and over. We're gonna go into a nice deep hamstring stretch right here. So choose a hand. Your hand presses directly into the fabric in front of your face. Once you've got that one hand up, your opposite heel gets brought to that placement where the hand is. And then second heel up next to the first. Once you've got both legs up onto the fabric, start to try straightening the leg up as much as your hamstrings will allow. This one's one where you have a little bit of control. Bending the knees obviously makes it easier. Pushing heels into the fabric also takes some of the stretch away from that intensity. If you're doing the opposite, it'll make it deeper. So trying to straighten the legs and then trying to relax as many muscle groups as possible. You're going to continuously let yourself scan through the low back, scan through the hamstrings, even maybe leaning forward or hugging around, pull everything in tighter and tighter. It's all up to you, the difficulty. Another good inhale. Exhale. And starting to release. Take the bottoms of your feet together, sliding the toes in as close as you want to. Nice cobbler's pose. So all sorts of muscle groups getting this chance. One more huge breath in. Nice exhale. And then shifting the feet toward the front end of the fabric. Hips recenter. And moving under plumb line. Using the core come in. Wrap the feet. Straddle back inversion. Here's find a couple of breaths. Adjust. Drop. The vertebrae hang. Always play with clasping the hands behind your back. From this pose, let's make a chandelier. Right leg straightens out. You're going to point that leg to the space behind you. And bending the knee. At first, just have the right hand grab on. Pulling it in for a quad stretch. Try to get the heel as close to the glute as possible. And kick the foot into the hand, the back bend. Feel your heart continue to open. And switch grip to the left hand. The right hand crosses all the way to the space in front of your chest and then continues to cross over the body. So you're bringing your side to the next side. Good. As you unwind, leave the legs just as they are. Gaze up toward your belly button, grab the fabric. You've still got that left ankle crossed back. Pause here for just a breath or two, the head catching some oxygen, some blood. And when you're ready to stand, come up to stand on that right foot. Shift some of the fabric into the right arm. Split hikes this left knee down. Either muscularly straighten the leg up or grab on the foot and try to allow it to lengthen. We're going to bend the knee. The fabric from behind us comes around in front of us. Flat hands onto the fabric, sink your hips forward, warrior one. Pull the hips open up super nicely. Let's come back over standing leg. Slip the fabric down to the ankle. Take just a moment for easy hamstring stretch. We'll do a little trick in just a moment to help those hamstrings get more ability to stretch. But just kind of using this first moment to just check in. How are the hamstrings? For a couple of good breaths. Beautiful. Weight back over the standing leg. A little twist for the spine. The right hand looks all the way to the back left edge. And then this left arm opens up the leg. So we should be going for the leg that you have it. Yeah, go to that. Good. Okay, so come back forward. Easy grip of the hands. This is going to activate the Golgi tendon reflex. Essentially, the idea is we're making the hamstring contract so that when we relax right afterwards, we're able to sink just a little bit deeper into that stretch that we were just taking. So the way that we activate that is push your ankle, calf, heel area directly into the fabric as firmly as you can. I'll count down from 10. So when you're ready, start to push down that right or that left leg all the way down to the fabric. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now completely relax the hamstring. No more contraction. It's nice and loose. So from that release, just see if your body's willing to go a bit deeper. Beautiful. Weight back over standing leg. Turn your toes to the side. So it's going to be toes facing all the way toward that right edge. Grip the right hand up high, left hand slides down. Just take a moment with that. Splits action. Side splits. Totally different muscle groups involved. One more inhale. Exhale, weight comes back over the standing leg. Do another 90-degree turn facing for the back of the mat. Grab one hand on each side. Dancer's pose first. So hands are right over shoulders. Elbows point to the back wall. And then start to lean forward. Kick the foot into the fabric to take a lift. Back up. Quadricep stretch. All you have to do is just rest backwards. Inhale. Exhale. Weight over your standing leg. Drop your hands to the floor. Straighten both legs and walk the hands backwards. So this is getting as deep towards splits as your body's willing to go. Okay, now hands walk all the way to that back edge of the mat. We'll do a little bit of core work until that right leg is ready to drop to the floor and pigeon pose. So some of us maybe just step that right foot in the fabric and start hiking the hips up and down. If you want a little bit more, when that right leg is free, you hike your hips up, and then you try to lift the right leg up to sky. Down and down like a down dog. Up and up, down and down. Your choice how many reps to take for your body. At some point, you'll drop that right leg into a nice pigeon. So the hips just release back when you get. Another good inhale. Exhale. Eventually, let's work our way with the leg out of the fabric up to standing. So it might feel nice to take a down dog or work your way up to a forward fold. Give those legs a good chance to stretch and reintegrating into one another. Eventually rising up. Okay. If you're ready for second side, stand in front of the fabric again. Fabric across sacrum area. Remember to take yourself under plumb line before you completely tilt back, so that helps us to use the core much more. A slow, controlled engagement. You can know that you're using the core when you're not rocking at all when you're coming back. Good. So maybe same arm stretch, just clasping hands behind the back. Or maybe this time we walk the hands to that space behind us and then just drop all of our effort of arms and shoulders down into a little arch for that spine. Whatever we're playing with, let's take about 5 more breaths, and then we'll come to the chantier on the second side. Even just letting your spine drop for a moment, that would be so nice. Eventually, when you're ready, the left leg will straighten out to the side. Point the leg to that space behind you, and then let the feet bend, drop the foot down. You start off with left hand pointing to left foot. Pulling the heel to the glute, get the quad. And trying to push the foot into the hand. It goes into the back bend, just a hair deeper. Switching the grip for the twist. Right hand grabs on, and this left hand crosses in front of the space in front of your chest, and then it continues to cross over to the side. Beautiful. Releasing, let the legs stay as they are. Gaze up toward belly button, grab onto each end of the fabric. The moment for the head. Everything's good, everything's safe. You're ready to rise. Squeeze the knee to the inside, standing on left foot. With the left hand, shift some of the fabric into that arm. This will hike the knee a little bit higher. Then you can either muscularly allow the leg to straighten or grab the foot. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. The fabric comes from behind your back out to the space in front of you. Let's go into the hip flexor. So shifting our weight forward. We should be feeling the front of this left hip. It's opening up so nicely. Okay, weight over our standing leg, and then shift fabric down to that right ankle. So one's the first one just to kind of test how your body's doing right now. So go as deep as this side allows. Notice what's going on this side. And weight back over standing leg. Let's take the twist. The left hand hooks, right arm opens up behind. Twisting over that thigh. Okay, when we come back forward, we're going to try to find that contraction through the hamstring. So push the fabric directly down. Just basically giving that calf ankle area to push. So here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Complete release. Make sure that hamstring feels good and loose. And then start to sink forward, see if there's more space. And even deeper. Good. When we head back, let's open up to the side. Hips are open. We're sliding the right hand down. Maybe there's space to sink your weight forward for standing split. And take your weight over standing leg. 90-degree turn facing the back wall. With grip over each shoulder. Engage the elbows to point directly at that wall. And then we lean forward, kick the foot into the fabric, down to the knees. Doing that foot lift as high as possible. Good, as we release, easy quad stretch, just lean back. So all of these stretches like a huge tonic for the body. It's like the body is so ready to receive movement with each stretch. Good, so if you're ready, we'll take the splits. Weight back over standing legs so you can safely drop across the floor. Straighten both legs, then walk the hands as far back as you can. Okay, walk the hands to the other end of the mat, hands to the flat. Perhaps the easy version, left foot in the fabric, or maybe hike your hips over shoulders, and then lift that left foot up to the sky, drop down like a three-legged dog. Up, up, down, down. Ongoing, you choose how many reps. Eventually, it'll be that pigeon pose with left leg down. Your choice wins. I like to try to make sure I've done about equal between left and right sides. Inhale, exhale, and your foot out. Give that same type of transition, maybe a down dog for a moment, maybe that standing forward fold. Eventually coming up to stand, you choose exactly when. Sometimes the water here is great. Okay, let's head toward one of my favorite inversions. We're bringing the side of one foot in. We do an easy rock, or an easy rise up, minimizing the rocking. The bottoms of both feet together, thighs behind. Once you're here, both shoulders past the front of the fabric. You can just free dive forward. I tend to like to readjust where the fabric is on my hips, so gripping nice and high. Push the fabric past the hip bones, and then release all the way forward. The more we relax the hips into this, the better it tends to feel. Now you're good. Same rule as normal with inversion. Just enjoy it as long as you like. We had a couple of breaths. Bring the fabric up to the shoulder blade and lean back. Beautiful. So taking a moment for the neck here as we're recovering. Bring yourself to stillness right in the center. Drop your chin down to the chest. And just feel the weight of the head dropping as heavy forward as possible. And rolling back up, walk under plumb line. And as you bring your hands out to the sides, lean forward, then the hands grab onto the fabric, left and right. Easy grip. And then just let yourself kind of plank forward, allowing those shoulders to open up behind. Yep, walking forward takes more weight off. Weight of your hips over the legs is also fine. Give it another beautiful inhale. Exhale. Weight of your body over the legs. Release the fabric. Roll up. Turning around to face the fabric. Wave it out. Bring out all the fabric. Nothing's doubled over. Once it's free, we're going to sit just on the barely front end of the fabric. So it's only going to be enough to kind of barely cover our thighs as we start to come in. Good. So once we're here, take all this excess fabric behind us, swing it off to your right side, and then find that open tube of that back end. Place both heels into that part of the fabric. Good. Leaning forward. Take a couple of huge breaths with this nice forward fold. Starting to roll the spine back up. Leave the right foot where it is. The left foot comes to the space under our thighs. Take another moment just to forward fold over that right foot. Maybe try to clasp hands around the ball of the foot. Forward. Just a couple of beautiful extra breaths. Good. Rising up. We're going to come to a nice split on the outside of the fabric. So start to bring your heels close to the glutes. Grip both hands up high. And as you come to a low squat with the feet right under the hips, pop the knees out the front. Once you're at the low squat, grip up high again. Come up to stand. One hand on each side, left and right. I like to grip up close to the knots. A full fist on the fabric if you can. Good. You're going to face your hips toward your right foot. So you're trying to hide your right hip from the mirror and then start to sink into the splits. Good. Squeezing our thighs together when you're done. To head out to the second side. Our dominant foot on this one is the left foot, so shake the right foot free. You can step both feet into that front end and then just kind of lower yourself back to where we started. The legs out the front, the thighs are barely covered. You can also just step all the way out. Yeah, it's easier if you shake it from standing. There you go, got it. Good, and if it did funky things, just come back to the beginning and restart over. So you'll end up sooner or later with excess fabric on the left and then both heels into the left too. Nice forward fold whenever you get there. Two or three more breaths. And rising up, get your left foot this time. Your right foot needs to come to that fabric that's right under your thighs. Once you've got your feet in place, you can come to the low squat. So grip up high, the knees pop out the front end. We're balancing kind of on our balls of feet. Then grip up high again to come up to stand. With good control of the fabric, grabbing left and right, nice total grip. Once you're there, you're facing your hips toward your left foot, trying to hide the left hip from the mirror. And then sink your weight all the way to the split. One more breath in. And out. Squeeze in our thighs to come up. This time we're going to head straight back to Shavasana. So when you shake your left foot all the way free, you do allow yourself to take all sorts of extra fabric out. You're working your way to lay all the way down. If there's any little bonus things that your body needs before it can be comfortable, go ahead and take any of those last stretches. You could add in a last little vampire if you wish. And whatever your body needs to feel fully integrated, it's up to you. Sooner or later, when you're ready to just release in that Shavasana, that's where we'll be resting for these next few minutes of class. We'll take the next couple of minutes to slowly head out of this pose. So sometimes it's nice to start off just by deepening the breath, a couple of good deep rounds. Starting to introduce wiggles to the fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Sometimes I'll stretch the arms to the back wall and let the shoulders go right and left. Take another similar movements. Sometimes I know I want a fetal position, so I'll roll onto one hip, long side body on one hip, and then I'll curl my body into a tight little ball and then arc the spine back. So basically any of these movements that just help your body feel more awakened, more refreshed. You take these movements about another minute or so. These simple things that feel good. Helping our body have this transition period where we just immediately jump into the rest of our day. You did something that was on one side, feel free to switch directions, make sure the spine and the hips are even. Or later, when you feel ready to come up upright to a comfortable seated place, find ourselves joining together in a seated position. With hands in our heart, we reconnect to that idea of a tonic, imagining we took a tonic, and some of those muscle groups we really focused on, kind of like the tonic went directly there and started to spread through the rest of our body so that now we feel really good. So as we head forward to the rest of this day, let's realize we have a choice to remain in this state of calm, present awareness. We don't have to let anybody take that from us. Continue to breathe and relax, imagining that anything that comes at us, whether it seems good or bad, imagine it's like a gift from the universe, helping you out one way or another. So with this kind of feel-good tonic to lead us forward, let's wrap up the time we shared together today with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.